Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from Liquid Laughs in beautiful downtown Boise, it's Boise's only late-night talk show, Boise Banter 208 Comedy Fest Edition! With tonight's guests, comedian Mike Carrozza and comedian Geoff Tate, featuring the music of Ghost Revolver with Dustin Shalafo. Now please give it up for your hostess with the mostest, the Duchess that can't be touchers, Miss Sophie
Thank you so much for coming out to this special edition of Boise Banter. Gonna start this show the way we like to always, with some relevant news. Relevant news. An 11-year-old child this week shot himself accidentally with a gun that he found at a bus stop. Police are looking for the man who could face charges of littering with a deadly weapon. Littering with a deadly weapon. Hey-oh! I hope you like that, because it's gonna be a lot more of that. In good news, actually, free lunch is now being provided to all the students at public schools in New York City, much to the chagrin of that town's old coots. So, there's more to that, but you know what? I'm done with it. I'm just happy. That's good news. Just want to leave you with a positive note. A recent survey shows that white Christians are now actually a minority in America. How about that? Yeah. Once that data was released, however, white Christians wasted no time in finding ways to miss the point of that. So. Let's see here. Oh, this is also really exciting. I found this one really exciting. Texas issued its first medical marijuana license the very same week that massive floods are doing untold damage to parts of that state. Coincidence? I don't think so. Some Palm Beach, Florida residents are being told by their landlords that they're not allowed to shutter their homes in preparation for the hurricane. Yeah, in related news, landlords are still a thing, and they all wear capes. I know there's some stuff coming to Florida we're all listening to the news, we all hear all about it, but apparently 3 tropical storms are all set to converge on the state this week. And it could perhaps cause the most damage that state has ever had from a storm like that. President Trump refused to denounce the storms, claiming that violent winds were coming from many sides. Many sides. That's all for In the News this week. Let's get the show started. Here's the thing, y'all. Before I get started, I really want to say thank you to the people that ran 208 that put this all together. Emma and Dylan, thank you so much for doing this. And all their sponsors, there's Tito's Handmade Vodka, Coors Light, Tree Fort, Lady Business. So many people did so much to make this happen, and we're just really excited to have it in our town. So thank you very much. One more for all of them. As well as for their not-for-profit sponsor, the WCA, Women and Children's Alliance, which does great things. So, all right. It's my favorite part of the show right now when I get to introduce somebody very important to me. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, Dustin Shalafo.
Let's bring the motherfucking banter. The motherfucking banter.
Okay.
Let's bring the motherfucking banter.
Let's bring it.
Have you never heard the Banter Chain clan?
That's
featuring the Ghostface Banter, Method Banter, Old Dirty Banter? You've never heard of Old Dirty Banter? Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, wait. Give me the mic so I can banter away. You never heard that shit? 208 Fest, what the fuck is up? Make more noise! That was for you, Emma. That was for you, Dylan. Thank you for bringing the most fun week that this town has seen since the first time I went to the fair and realized the fair was never going to change.
It has. It's been a great week. I've had a lot of shows. You had some shows. You had shows tonight, right?
Yeah. Oh, I had some shows. I got this shirt from one Mr. Colt Mother Effin' Cabana. I'll eventually unfold it.
Okay, it's fine.
Shirts are hard.
That's fantastic.
Jeff, Mike, just hold it like this.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, no, I got to do a surprising little opening spot on the Unprofessional Wrestling
I'm so happy
with
you got
Marty
to do that.
DeRosa and Colt Cabana, and it was a room full of sweaty, sleeveless wrestling nerds like myself. I was amongst my people.
When I was so happy for you when I heard that. Dustin's the biggest wrestling fan that I know, and I spend hours just listening to him and pretending like I know what he's talking about. So I was just so thrilled that he got to go do that.
How can you not at least appreciate their dedication to fitness and or steroid cycling? But no, it's fucking honestly probably the most 5 fun minutes I've ever had on stage.
Yeah.
Like, I just went up and cut a wrestling promo, so I got to live out a couple of fantasies. And I got to meet one of the greatest independent wrestlers that never got the break he deserved. So it was all just one big old ball. I'm going to wake up happy tomorrow.
I'm really glad for you, man. I'm really glad for you. I had a show tonight, and it was kind of a dream for me, I guess.
Yeah, the BCT.
Yeah, the Boise Contemporary Theater. I was opening for Janelle James, who's fantastic. And the thing is, I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I came from a theater background. I was a theater student all through college. It's like my passion. Until I found stand-up comedy and then gave up on theater. It's just easier. But the thing is, I've always wanted to perform on that stage. Like, I have seen some of my idols do that, and my father, who's a professional actor.
I saw your dad in the play Red.
Yeah, that was
He
God.
frightened me and brought me to tears at the same time.
Yeah, he's been in
Good fucking acting is what I'm saying.
He's very talented. He's been in a lot of plays there. Like Memory of Water, Last of the Breed, Picasso, the Panagile. But Red was actually an interesting one. He plays Rothko, Mark Rothko, the famous painter in that show. And my grandmother came, and she hadn't seen my dad perform in anything in like 27 years. And I saw her cry when she watched it. It was like so powerful. I've never seen my grandma cry. And tonight, I got to be on that exact same stage and talk about Grindr and my stretch marks. Hope you're proud of me, Papa.
Sophie Hughes, Dustin Shalafo, Living Our Dreams, 2017.
That's a version of my dreams. That's what it is.
Hey, well, we're dreaming big now.
Yeah, I'm really glad we're back in the saddle. Boise Banter's my favorite
Back
thing.
in the saddle again, on the steel banter we ride. The banter in the sky keeps on turning, and other songs I'll never listen to. Well, it is fucking late.
Yep.
Can I just fucking give a shout out to the staff here at Liquid?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you, guys. Sticking around late, working hard.
And I didn't have to be here tonight, and it was Dan Soder, and I could just tell that this shit was crazy, but I'll deal with it tomorrow when it's Dana Gould.
Yeah.
If you don't have your tickets, I'm not sure if you're shit out of luck or not. Go to the website.
Yep, check it out. Let's bring up our first guest. What do you think?
What's going on with your mic there? It's unfair. You're the host. You deserve better than this.
Dude, damn it. It's just that when it's here, it's too quiet.
You know, I blame
Okay,
Bones.
that's not
I blame Bones.
I do too.
He's about as useless as a bone, am I right? You know, like a useless, like a discarded femur on the side of the highway that will never be identified through DNA, no matter how many cold case files they do on it. That's the sound guy here.
Yeah. In case you didn't pick up on that.
I said that on the internet, and I will never take it back.
I don't regret it.
All right, enough of us.
Yeah.
'Cause there are a lot of hilarious comedians in this town
Absolutely.
right now,
Yeah.
this weekend, and we have 2 of them.
Yep, we do. I would like to bring our first guest up. I'm so excited that he came and agreed to do this show. He's been through Boise once before and just became like a fast favorite of everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Canada, Mr. Mike Carrozza.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me be here. I don't know how to do this anymore. The stand-up thing. I don't know. I don't know how to get into this. I was told, you're such a weirdo. We love you being weird. So could you maybe do the weirdest thing you've got in your arsenal for this evening? And that was asked of me as I was packing my things to come down here. And so, good luck, everybody. I'm not a political comedian by any stretch. There was a mayoral race in Montreal, and I spotted the ugliest poster, the ugliest campaign poster I had ever seen in my life. And every time I saw it, I would laugh in front of, I don't know, whoever was there. It could have been the person himself, and I would have laughed right in his face. I told myself that if I found one that was not vandalized by the end of the campaign, that I would do them a favor and steal it. Because, well, it's doing them a favor because otherwise they would lose votes or whatever. I don't know how the system works. I'm justifying it to myself. After I stole the poster, I put it in my trunk and forgot about it for a number of years. And I checked my trunk. I'm moving to a new city, and I'm kind of going through all my stuff now, and I found the poster again, and I also found a diary from the perspective of the poster. Now, mind you, this isn't a diary from the perspective of the man on the poster. This is quite literally the diary of the poster that was stuck in my trunk this whole time. And as a special guest, he's here to read it for you tonight. Please welcome Mr. Jimmy Zubris. So here are some excerpts from his diary. You ready, Jimmy? Okay. This isn't meant to be like a puppet or ventriloquist act. This is kind of just... I don't know why I did that, but here we go. Smile for the camera. Try to bend my fingers to smile. It's a lot more effort. I'm jumping right in. Day 4. My captor said he had big plans for me, but so far I haven't budged from my abduction. Upon my capture, he showed me off to his friends and said, "It looks like it took a month to find this guy's good side." He was right. Since being shoved into this trunk, I've only seen the light once. It was accompanied by my kidnapper's look of surprise, as if he'd completely forgotten about me. He smiled, shook his head, and said, "Oh, Mike, you're doing the right thing with your life." Day 8. It seems like my captor prefers to ignore speed bumps as we drive across the country. Now, it's important to note that Montreal is a city full of potholes, and I drive to and from work every day. I'm not driving across the country. The roads are just very bad, but the poster thinks I'm driving across the country. And so I've just kind of written this bit to tell you that I've been exploring my character work a little bit. Exploring some perspective in my writing. I am grateful, however, for my trunk warden's reckless driving, as the speed bumps propel me into the air and provide me with the only exercise I get anymore. I don't know if you can tell, but I have put on some weight. Still looks great, though. Day 12. Darkness. Day 20. I just realized that I can only count in multiples of 4. How did I ever run for office? This one's a little embarrassing. It's about me. Okay, here we go. Day 32. Also a multiple of 4. My captor harmonized the Fall Out Boy's seminal album, Take This to Your Grave, for most days this week. I have learned all the lyrics despite his mumbling through the words. He claims the album is one of his all-time favorites and that he's owned it for over 10 years, but he doesn't know the lyrics. I've truly begun to lose respect for my hostage daddy. On this page, there's even like a little heart with the words hostage daddy in it, though. Day 39. Hey, a new number. Third of them. There's some. Third. This part I added to play with what audiences are willing to accept and how far I can get. Mostly because, like, he had no problem saying day 39, but when it came to saying Day 44. Look what I can do! What I like most about that is that it was a moment of discovery. I just remembered that this is being recorded. I flew with this on an airplane. 2 of them. Let's get back into the diary. Day 56. It's been almost 2 months since I've met Rufaela, the roof of the drunk. We met during one of my workouts, and we've been staring at each other ever since. She's so charming and witty. I've taken to calling her Roofie because she's a total knockout. She's begun calling me Jimmy. I think it's cute. She's the only reason this kidnapping isn't so bad. Oh. Is this what love feels like? Probably not. He's just cardboard. This one's a little tough to read, but we'll get there. Day 68. Today, my prison father was a real jerk. He finally took me out of the trunk. He then read my diary to a group of his friends, and they all laughed at me. I'll never forgive him. I can't wait till I'm a grown-up, like a full-size billboard. And he won't be the boss of me. You're not my real dad! It's that last sentence that really does me in. It kind of hurts. Day 80. Today, my Stockholm Syndrome stepdad found an A&W poster for Mama Burgers. I don't know if he has plans for her too, or if this is his attempt to feed me. Either way, too little, too late. Finn. So that's the diary of the poster. That's the 6th. That's way over. Yeah, all right, cool. That makes sense. I wasn't looking up at all, so I should. I'm done.
Mike Carrozza, everybody! Mike Carrozza! Oh, that was amazing. This is fantastic. It is everything I dreamed that bit would be,
Okay.
and way more.
I am honestly glad that someone has dreamed of this bit. So,
Can I just say, I don't know what you all saw, But more than when like Frankie's ass was right there, like I had the straight line of just seeing like the silhouette. It looked really fucking weird and creepy to me.
Yeah.
Like,
what these guys saw was this, which is much less funny. And I also forgot to mention that when I poked out his eyes, I did some math and made sure that they can follow you no matter where you are. Yeah, I miss math. I don't get to do a lot of it in comedy.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you got to do that while you were here. I have something that actually you brought, but
yes, I did.
Stuck it in.
Oh yeah. So up in Canada, we have things that you guys don't have, but you guys have a lot of stuff that we don't have. I brought these over for warm-up comic Eric Lyons. Give it up for him. Eric used to play hockey and come up to Canada quite a bit, and wanted these chips. And I told him that all dressed flavor is. Yeah. Can we give him a hand?
Let's just eat them. Let's just all have them.
Okay, open them up.
Eat chips.
This is a big moment, you guys.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who don't know, all dressed is a stupid way of saying that there's salt and vinegar, barbecue, and ketchup all together.
They're great.
Yeah, they're really, really tasty.
Oh, yeah. I'm all about that, thanks.
I mean, I'm going to only have one because I'm not going to deprive you guys of the joy of the whole bag. But when I went to get these, I also picked up a full-size bag and finished it in one sitting. Which I'm realizing is not as uncommon as I'd like to believe. Oh, also, mint arrow for you, buddy. There you go. Eric is getting a bunch of gifts right now. You deserve every bit of it.
I'll get some more later, yeah. Okay, one more.
No, let's just eat
good.
chips for the rest of the interview and bring up Geoff.
How you guys doing? You guys hungry out there? Not at all. Good. Don't worry about it. It's a very small bag. We're not going to share. I'm sorry I got your hopes up, Jake.
I know that salt and vinegar and ketchup doesn't sound that great to some people.
Oh, but it tastes amazing.
It's like the best barbecue sauce ever. It's super, super good.
It's real tangy. That's a word we use. Hi.
Eric left him, which is a huge mistake.
So anyway,
Justin's gonna ask you a question while I chew.
I guess we'll have a chat. This will be this. That'll be that.
Well, sure. You're
so
the
how are you
resident
enjoying
poet?
the week so far, Mikey?
I am loving it. I've only been to Boise once before, and it was a delightful trip, and now I'm happy to be back. I will never turn down a chance to come back to Boise. You guys are the best. I love this place, and you guys make me feel like such a star, but you guys are the real stars. Give it up for yourselves. I love you all.
They're all like, no, we're not. We live here. We live here. It's only great because you visit.
That's good old humility at work right there, you guys. No, not us. I don't know why I did a fake Midwestern accent for that, but no. Nah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
It's totally fine.
It's late. It's fine.
Hey.
It is late.
Thank you, one person.
So I was on your website the other day.
Okay.
Looking at questions to ask.
That's the scariest sentence that's ever been said to me.
I want to talk about your podcast. You got some upcoming podcasts that you're gonna.
I used to have a podcast, and I'm reviving an older one. So That Was Us with Mike Carrozza and Travis Cannon, which was an improvised podcast where we were time travelers, but you never found that out. That was just for us to know.
That's like the podcast, you're time travelers, but you never reveal that
Yeah. We
to the
never talk
audience.
about being time travelers. In fact, Travis chides me quite a few times for trying to bring it up. He reminds me that we decided not to do that because what we're really doing is going back in time with a friend, and we're inventing a product that has already been invented. So, and this podcast came out before Hot Tub Time Machine 2. So if you're thinking, that's a familiar plot, fuck you. It hurts.
Question.
Yes.
Did you mean before Hot Tub Time Machine, 2, or Hot Tub Time Machine 2?
The second Hot Tub Time Machine.
I knew. I was just feeling.
I see. You like words.
Way to suck the air out of the room, Shallop.
Nah, you're doing great, bud. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, this is totally fine.
Yeah. No, but that podcast is long done, but I'm going to be starting up a new podcast coming up. A couple episodes are already up there. It's called The Mic Drop, and it's going to be a multi-format podcast. A lot of weird things happening on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, this is probably not interesting to anybody but me, but I need to ask.
Please do.
Somebody.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, sorry, everyone else.
Sorry, people who
Somebody
came to see
mentioned to
the
me
show.
that you have some kind of show. Do you also have a late night talk show kind of thing?
I did for a brief
but you don't
period.
have it anymore.
We stopped it in Montreal because we're saving the episodes that we have written for when I moved to Toronto. Because a lot of people, a lot of the people that were on the show with me, they moved to Toronto before I did, and I'm moving at the end of the month. So we're gonna start it back up then. It's called Late Mike with Mike Carrozza, and it was such a it's the antithesis of a good talk show. So it's like everything bad that can happen on a talk show happens, and I loved writing it. It was so much fun.
Okay. So when I heard that you had your own talk show, I was pissed.
I could imagine. I could imagine this.
So much more charming than I am.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
All right.
Good. There we go.
You bring me up so all you gotta do is point your elbow
All
at
I
me
gotta
and
do
say,
is
come on.
Come on.
I need you in my life.
It's the magic of dimples. It's what it is. This facial deformity has helped me quite a bit in my life. That's technically what it is. It's a facial deformity, and if you point it out to me, I will tell you that.
As long as we're being super honest, these
Okay.
note cards that I'm referring to as if I had questions written on them.
Are blank?
They're mostly blank, or they're my monologue from earlier. So,
I'm happy
you
we're
tell,
all
you tell a
prepared.
hard truth, I'll tell a hard truth.
Hard truth. Okay. Let's see. I like it here. I don't know what I gotta say.
You don't have to.
A hard truth?
We'll get back to the hard truth.
Okay, we'll get back to it. I'll think of something really difficult to say.
That's fine.
Like a tongue twister.
Do you have any other shows while you're in town this week?
I do.
When?
I'm going to be opening for Dana Gould tomorrow here at 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's. I think we can all agree. Fantastic man, even better comic, and it's going to be right here. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, that's going to be fantastic.
I'm very excited about that, and I'm here until Monday with nothing to do on Sunday. So maybe nap all day. Who wants to nap all day? Let's nap together.
I bet we can figure out something for you to do on Sunday. There's a show here.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Nap for most of the day? Nap for most of the day.
Yeah, well, there's a show here, and as the manager, I'll find something. For
That'd
you.
be great. Thank
We'll
you
put
so
you to
much.
work, waiting tables.
This
or-
is a peek behind the curtain, by the way.
Yeah.
This is how business is done.
Yeah, this is how it's done.
He can have my
like him
spot.
so he gets time.
Just take my spot.
I'm not going to take your spot. I want to watch you this weekend.
Damn it.
There we go.
How much is it going to cost to keep you here?
Ah,
What do I have to pay you weekly?
somebody marry me.
Green card, green card, green card, green card. All right. This is the newest Boise Banter contest. You marry Mike Carrozza and get him a green card. You can be a guest on our show.
If you want to marry Mike Carrozza,
Let's
tweet
marry
Boise
Mike.
Banter, and we'll keep him here forever.
This is also being filmed and put on the internet, so we are immediately going to jail.
We can just edit it out.
It's fine. All right, Mike. Apparently, we are out of time for this. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Really
I love being
appreciate
here.
it.
Thank you so much.
Check out Mike Carrozza tomorrow with Dana Gould. It's going to be fantastic.
Check me out and check everybody else out on the fest. It's a great time.
Yeah, it's been
I'm going to
wonderful.
get out of here in a very quick way, and by which I mean, look at that curtain. It's fucking crazy.
Mike Carrozza, everybody. One more time for him. All right, we're going to take a very quick break, and we're going to be right back with Geoff Tate, everybody. Real quick break. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about our sponsor.
We haven't mentioned our sponsor, Clearwire. We provide nothing. Boise Banter, brought to you by Clearwire. You used to use us to jerk off. Brought to you by Clearwire. Such a shame I put all my money into that business. The modem is sad.
Thank you. That's Clearwire. It's a big get for us. It was a really big get. for Boise Banter.
How does Geoff feel about it? Does he want to come do some comedy?
I think it's time. I think they'll be encouraged to come in.
What do you think, Geoff? Should we keep stalling?
No.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Geoff Tate, everybody. Geoff Tate.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? You guys are for real not gonna believe this. I came all the way to Boise to do my cool poster board bit. And I told Emma, I was like, I just have one request. You know, I didn't even want to make it a demand. I just want to make it a request, like, I'm gonna try to be cool about this, but please don't put me on shows with where somebody's trying to make poster board talk. Because I got a bit that's kind of like that. But that was it. It was my fault. I made it a request. I should have been a little more specific, like a little more demanding, a little more like, absolutely. There's only one other guy that does it. Just don't book him. I feel like it's like I don't even. Look, I mean, I do my mouth like that, like. Like the way I do it's got a little more like Senior Wences, but it's just fucking a waste now. I had to pay to check a second bag. All she had to do was put us on different shows. I mean, this feels like 6 minutes. I don't know. I was here last night doing stand-up, and my time ran out, but I hadn't finished my bit yet, so I'm gonna do that part. I'm gonna do the rest of it now. So I hope you were at the show last night. If you weren't, and just fucking hang tight. You'll probably figure it out. Right? I'm not the fucking right. It's not too intricate. Okay, so here's what you need to know to get caught up. I like the Jack Reacher books. Boom, we're all on the same page now. Last night's crowd, it took me like 18 minutes to do what I just did for you guys in that one sentence. Like I could have done that at any point. I could have just been like, the next part is because I like Jack Reacher books, and then done this. But I made them sit through the whole thing. You guys get the Reader's Digest version. Right, they still make Reader's Digest. You know what I think is crazy? I think whoever's in charge of TV Guide should be in charge of everything. Because nothing has less reason to exist than TV Guide. Their very function has now just been, is just at the push of a button, and yet they were able to adapt. They didn't have to fucking kill the electric car. Get it, right? That's not part of the Jack Reacher bit, but right, sometimes you gotta take a stand. So I like the Jack Reacher books, and I like the movies, and it turns out there is not a lot of people that like both. Because in the movies, Jack Reacher is played by a fella named Tom Cruise. And in the books, Jack Reacher is described as being physically similar to The Rock. 6'5", 250 pounds. That's how he is in the books. And then in the movies, he's not. He's more shaped like Tom Cruise. Like, and Tom Cruise is shorter than that. And people get mad at Tom Cruise for being short. People are like, he's short. You know, anytime you say, you know, like any Tom Cruise hater, like the only things they hate on is like, oh, you like that Tom Cruise movie? You know he's like 5'7". Like, huh? So are you. So's everybody. What the fuck are you talking about? Who cares? He's like, he's a good actor. I thought he was 6 feet tall. That's a fucking good actor. Right? You can gain weight. He made me think. He made me believe. He was 6 feet tall. And then they go, what about when he jumped on the couch? Yeah, that's fucking fun too. Have you done it? It's fun. Stop being jealous. Just jump on a couch. It's fun. Maybe figure out why your life is so shitty you've never wanted to jump on a couch. Oh, here's the thing that I don't care about with the Jack Reacher and the books. It's because I didn't know that Jack Reacher was supposed to be that big. Because I read all the books, but I never had any idea it was supposed to be gigantic. Because every time, whenever I read any book, when they get to the part where they describe the main character, I change it all so it's me. Right? And I can't believe everybody doesn't do this. Why would you let someone else do all that shit? You're the one thinking it. Right? You're producing this motherfucker. Why don't you cast yourself? I gotta do all the hard work for this. I gotta do all the reading. I'm gonna do all the fun stuff too. So I didn't know. I'd get to the part in the book where it'd be like, Jack Reacher is 8 feet tall and built like a tree. I would just change it. So it'd be like, he's 6 feet tall with a cool beard and he's not fat. Why would you even say that? Don't even say that. Right? I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's me. That's what I do when I read that. And then they go, Tom Cruise is playing Jack Reacher. And then I think, Tom Cruise is an interesting choice to play me in the movie. But I'm not against it. Not against it. And I do that with everything I read. Everything, especially things I had to read. My father was a minister. I had to read the Bible a lot. And it was, right? When the first time through, you just pick a name. Each time a new story starts, pick a name, pretend I'm him, get to the end of the story, hope it worked out. It did a lot. Sometimes it didn't. But I think we can all admit Judas was the coolest name. I picked the name Judas, and then I wrote that story out. And by the end, I was like, I shouldn't have been Judas. This feels weird. Right? But I didn't want to be Peter. Peter doesn't sound cool. Peter works with my mom. Judas sounds cool. I remember one time I read this story, and in the story, I got eaten by a whale. And then I didn't die. And then 3 days later, I got barfed up into wherever I was supposed to be already. And another time, I read a story where I ate a guy who lived inside my belly for 3 days. Until I barfed him up. That's right. I played all the parts in that story. I was everybody like Eddie Murphy. I played them all. That story, that Jonah and the whale story, is in a book known for unlikely events. That Jonah and the whale story sure takes the cake. Every subsequent detail is more bananas than the previous detail. Right? Man got ate by a whale. I'm almost done. Sorry. They're flashing the light like the show didn't start 45 minutes. The show started 45 minutes later. I can finish the bit. Right? If I wasn't going to get to finish the bit, I'd have gone to bed an hour ago. I'm going to fucking finish the bit. This is going to take longer now because I kind of forgot where I was in the bit. Oh yeah, the Jonah and the whale thing. Check out what this story, check out what it was supposed to, check this out. Right? A man got eaten by a whale. Okay, that is unlikely, but whales are bigger than people. So, if you somehow get yourself into the mouth of a whale, I could see that part happening. That could probably happen. But then he just lived inside the belly. And it doesn't say how, but he didn't even get it like fucked up. Like the stomach goop didn't fuck him up at all. And I don't even know, like, was he like fucking wrapped up tight inside the belly? Like a cocoon? The picture books I saw when I was a kid, the stomach looked like a fucking studio apartment. It was like a chair and a little table. There was a clock on the wall. Showing his fucking shin deep in stomach goop. But just living it up, just like, oh, cool, I live here. I thought I was gonna die. This is better than being dead, I guess. I just live inside this whale. And then, instead of dying or getting fucked up at all, he got barfed up and onto the beach of the town he was going to. I do understand, he was eaten by a whale and then also wasn't even late. Like, how the fuck he got where he was going? I'm supposed to still be on board. I was supposed to still believe, and he got where I got on the right bus before and not got where I was supposed to get. This guy got ate by a whale and was on time. No. The story gotta make a little more sense if that's the book you're gonna use to tell people which bathrooms they can go into. Right? I leave it with the social commentary.
All right. Geoff Tate, everybody. Geoff Tate.
Thanks for staying up mad late and doing our show.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. Well, real quick, I want to talk about Geoff Tate Mashed Podcasto. Your podcast, I want to plug it for all of our viewers. They could go check it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, viewers? What?
Yeah, it's being recorded and it'll be on YouTube.
Oh, shit. I stole most of those bits. All those bits were Sinbad. I mean, I have always wanted to meet Sinbad. This could probably speed that up.
Yeah, let's go.
Right?
Get
At
the ball
very
rolling.
least, right? We'll call it an homage. Huh? Yeah, I got a podcast that I put them out infrequently, and that's it. We don't have to keep. We don't have to keep plugging it.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll be up on there. We'll put a graphic up right now. Okay. And you got 3 comedy albums out right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Where can people get their hands on those?
iTunes.
Perfect. Wow. I wish I
yeah,
prepared more questions.
I don't have. I don't have any. I don't have any physical copies anymore.
Yeah. No,
I don't know
everything's
what you
digital.
wanna
That's
do. Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I'm just. That's
You
a
can go to
perfect
iTunes
answer.
or maybe Spotify.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, you could order a physical copy, I guess, from whichever label made the one you want.
Okay.
I mean, I assume not all of this is going to be on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, now that we got the business out of the way, there's kind of something Dustin and I have been wondering about all day. Dustin?
How difficult was it to go? Oh, shit. I'm still here. It's very late. It's fucking almost 2 in the morning.
But I'm on East Coast time.
Oh, so it's
like
almost 4 in the morning. We'll wrap this up quick. I gotta be
I've been
working.
stoned for like 18 hours. So, and I'm gonna go watch the rest of the Cubs game. So you wanna, what's your question?
I just wanted to banter about your experience seeing It today with a handful of comedians.
Boy, that was so scary.
Yeah, which character were you? Did you pretend to be the clown or the name of the kid? I don't remember.
Oh no, movies I don't have to do that. I let them do all the work. They did all the work already. Right? I don't have to imagine it up. They're showing it to me.
I don't read, so I do it with movies.
What?
I'm just not.
You make yourself be the person in the movie? That seems harder.
That's more work.
Nah.
Like, I think I identified with the one who would be, like, funny with the same joke over and over again whenever he was super scared. I don't know if that was... I don't remember his name.
I just usually pretend I'm the Predator.
Oh, shit. The Predator can go invisible, so he could be in any movie. You don't know.
See? He gets it.
You don't know he isn't there.
Just like watch Brave Little Toaster replace the vacuum with the Predator. That's what I got going on.
That was a weird first example. To insert the Predator. There's like a number of movies, and you just pick that, like a some sort of children's thing.
Nah, Brave Little Toaster's dark.
Well, I mean,
Rewatch that shit.
if the Predator's in it, I didn't think it was going great. Has everyone in the room seen it? I would spoil it, but I don't fucking know how. Like, I don't know what I could say. I don't know enough about what happened to effectively spoil it.
Were you were watching that movie with, was Chad Heft there today? Did he go watch that movie with you?
Yeah.
Chad Heft is a friend of ours. We've known him for a long time. Can I ask, did he talk through the movie? Or was he quiet during the movie?
I think he was quiet.
Okay.
He was, I don't know.
I just need to know that. I just need to know that if I turn a movie on, that's how I can get Chad Heft to stop. That's just what I... Got it. Thank you. You've done me a big favor today.
Yeah.
All right,
Fuck
man.
you, man.
Yeah.
Take that.
See you at home.
It's the middle. Yeah, that's right. Oh, man. The fucking Predator might be there.
Yeah, he's there. He's always there. It's just around or whatever
Absolutely
noise he
love
makes.
what's happening
I don't know what I'm talking about anymore either, man. I'm very fucking...
Did you see it today?
No, I had to come here and do stuff. Like put the tables where they were at. Nothing exciting. Mesmerizing how that smoke just came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that thing in your hand.
I'm really excited. That's a voice. No.
I was like, fuck, we're literally boring him to death. He's burning himself alive from the inside out. No, Geoff, please.
I'm really excited about that. That's Boise Banter first. I'm thrilled. I know it's super late, man, but we're just about at our time in general. Is there anything that you wanted to plug before we get out of here? You know what? Spoil
man,
it for us.
Boise's-
I will. I want you to spoil it for us.
Does the
I would
clown
fucking-
win?
I bet there's a
would.
clown.
I
And
would
it's
fucking
scary.
spoil it if I could.
I mean, isn't it?
fucking
It's a
scary. Like,
remake,
it's
right?
effective. I guess it is. Like, it was a TV movie.
Yeah.
I never saw that one. I just don't like the. I don't like that it's called It, because then it's like impossible not to end up in an accidental, like, who's on first bullshit fucking.
Yes.
I'm going to see It today. What? Oh God, fuck you. Like, that's it. Like, it's just immediate. Immediately I went out of the bit. Like, I just, like, I've been saying the movie It, the Stephen King thing. That's how I've been referring to it. With that many words. It's a 2-letter fucking title, but because it's so stupid, I gotta make sure, just so nobody goes, oh, what? Fucking.
It's worth it, man. Sometimes the long road is worth it.
The Long Road would have been a cool name for that movie. It was scary. I mean, it was like, it meant to be scary, and it was. 4 stars.
That's a
Right?
great
Like,
review.
Isn't that how you
I
review
want that to
movies?
be like on the
Yeah,
bottom of Amazon Prime. Like,
Absolutely.
it was meant to be scary, and it was. Geoff
Yeah,
Tate.
It did it. It did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right when anybody is like, oh, it wasn't that good, it's like, what did you think it was going to be? Oh, I thought it was going to be scary. Were you scared? Uh-huh. Well, what do you think it is? Like 2 stars. Like, well, all right, now we're in that loop. What did you think it was going to be? Were you supposed to also learn like a recipe or what? Like, man, I thought I was also going to know how to make a fucking good dip.
Maybe a nice guac.
Yeah, I want to watch Pulp Fiction again because I want to figure out which movie Quentin Tarantino started sniffing his own farts.
I'm going to say Jackie Brown.
No way. Jackie Brown was the best thing he did.
I just said that because I've honestly never seen that movie. But I bet if you replace Jackie Brown with Predator,
I watched Jackie Brown last week.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
I'll check it out. All
It is
right.
a good movie.
But it's got source material, so he can't sniff his farts too badly on that one.
Well, I'll definitely watch that before I go watch It, because that requires me not having to leave my house.
I feel like Jackie Brown is the only Quentin Tarantino movie that doesn't have a really long shot of Uma Thurman's feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have any shot of Pam Grier's feet, which makes me wonder, the fuck is wrong with her feet?
Yeah.
Like
Hammer toes,
Tarantino's
perhaps?
been jacking to fucking feet every movie he's ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a known foot fetish guy. I like
Or
ankles
she probably
myself.
was, I mean, maybe she was like, man, you ain't fucking doing my feet
Yeah.
like that.
Maybe
You
it was
ain't
in her
fucking put my
contract
feet on
as-
Front Street. That's probably what she would say. Pam Grier's real dope.
All right, well, we have just about run out of time. Thank you so much for staying here so late with us. We really appreciate it, Geoff. One more time for
Yeah.
Geoff Tate, everybody. We're here for you. Thank you so much for being on the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, that's it for Boise Banter. Thank you so much for coming out to the special edition for 208 Comedy Festival. Once again, we'd like to thank Emma Arnold and Dylan Haas for putting the fest together. I want to thank Mike Carrozza. Yep, that's good. Yeah. I want to thank Geoff Tate. Thank you so much. Chance Ward, Ashley Ann Howell, our stage manager, Rich Kilfoyle playing music for us tonight. We really appreciate it.
All right, let's turn those house lights off and go to sleep right here.
I am totally fine with that.
Comedy Club Slumber Party happening now. Cut the cameras.
Yep. Good night. Thank you so much.